Well, it looks like OBS doesn't want to play nice with my new webcam, so everything I recorded today, once again, wasn't working. I'm fixing this problem. However, I still want to show you everything I did, because I said that I was going to start a cow farm today, and also I'm going to dig out the river so that I can connect everything. I haven't done that yet, thankfully, so I can still record that. But I do want to show you everything I did so far, because I actually got pretty far. For starters, as you can see, I added these blocks here, like I said I would, in order to make this look like there used to be a path here, but somehow it got eroded away over time. I also started a mine, so you can see I gave it a mining kind of entrance, and then I also gave myself a little bit of a base here that I'm going to fill up with stuff. I actually want to make a mining type of elevator. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I basically want this to take me all the way down without me having to take these steps, just like a real mine. And then over here, I have something exciting that I want to show you. Look what I found. And yes, I already died to a cave spider. Whoa! And I've died in the same exact spot twice now. Oh. Okay, and in case you're wondering why I spawned in the village, I'll get to that story in a second as well. I'm really upset that none of this recorded, because it was actually entertaining to watch. I can't... I don't have an axe to break myself out of here. Nope! Oh gosh. All of my hard work. The bell's over here. Hurry up. Okay. There, they're safe again. Hey, there's an iron golem! That's a good sign. Okay, I guess we can start from here so I can explain how I ended up in the village. So as you can see, at the end of the jungle, there's a grassland, and this is where I wanted to have my cow farm. I have a couple of cows here. They have only one baby so far. I decided to give them a tiny little rudimentary hut. You know, nothing fancy, because once again, this is jungle style. So there was a traveling villager here. I don't know what happened to him. The cows have a trough of water that they can drink from, and they also have some hay bales and a nice tree to give them shade. So, all in all, pretty cozy place for them to live. And then if you see this path here, it goes through the jungle. The further you get into the jungle, you can see here that the path starts to wear down, because, once again, the theme is everything was eroded away in the jungle. And what's going to happen is I'm going to build a bridge here over the water, and it's going to connect to this path over here. The story of what happened, how I ended up spawning at the village, was that I actually still have the audio from that if you want to give a listen to it. I hope I don't get lost. Oh, night is falling. Cows. Finally. I'm not even gonna bother with wheat. I'm just gonna tie them up and pull them on home. Don't shoot my cows. I don't know which way to go. Did I lose a cow? Oh, cow down, cow down. Give me back my cow. Where did it go? Come on, Bessie. We can make it. No! Where did you go, Bessie? I have to come back for you. Oh my gosh, the village. The village is here. The village will save me. I locked up all the doors so they wouldn't escape, and now I don't have a bed. Excuse me. Oh, ooh, that was a close one. I need to go back for Bessie. Bessie, there you are. Precious child, follow me. You are the chosen one, Bessie. We made it. Look at them. They're such a happy family. So that's why when I died just now, I respawned in the village, because I didn't get to sleep in my regular bed yet. Why are there no torches here? This is a problem. So yeah, as you can see, I also found a mine shaft. I have not gone in it yet. As a matter of fact, the reason for why I died to a spider there was because I didn't realize there was a spider spawner, although I really should have in hindsight, because there were all those cobwebs there. But you live and you learn. I just wanted to torch it up. So I will be going into that mine shaft at some point, not in this episode, because I wanted to do all of this above ground stuff. And I also have to show you what I did here. My pumpkins and melons are growing nicely. I actually really like what this looks like. I spaced out my berries. Now, this does make it hard for me to get into the jungle, but living in the jungle is hard. It's supposed to be hard, realistically, and if you're trudging around the jungle, you are going to be attacked by poisonous plants. So, you know what? Tough luck. This is not supposed to be an efficient game. This is supposed to be realistic. I want to feel like I'm actually living in a jungle. So now that all that's out of the way, going back into my house, because I actually made some changes here too. There is moss here now. I changed up the texture on the floor a little bit. I also changed up the texture up here a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about it. You know, we'll see. I finished putting barrels all the way around the house. Up here is where I decided to put my bed. Don't know what else I'm going to do up here yet. I have 2 birds that I found in the jungle while I was clearing out that path all the way to my cow farm. I named them Sharpie and Blue. Blue because, you know, it's obvious. Sharpie because I thought he looked like a highlighter, and for some reason, that made me think of the brand Sharpie. So I'm going to make a birdhouse for those 2 at some point. I am going to prepare to start digging out this river. So for this part of the river, I decided to leave it really narrow, not only because I originally considered terraforming around it a little bit more and then decided that I liked the cliffs better, but also because I think it gives the river more of an ominous feel as you're starting to enter the jungle from the other side. You know, suddenly the river narrows and everything feels a lot denser. Also, real rivers have points where they're more narrow and more wide, so I thought this would help give it a more realistic feel as well. For now, I've decided to keep all the parts of the river that I dug out just 1 block deep. There were already parts of the water that were naturally 1 block deep anyway, so this does match what was already there, but also it was a lot easier to do this way. And once again, I wanted my river to be natural feeling, so of course it would have points where it's more shallow sometimes and it's deeper other times. As you can see, the further away I start to get from the jungle, the wider the river gets, and then you just have this really pretty scene of a river snaking through a hilly grassland. There really weren't that many parts I had to connect. Most of the water was already there, which made my job pretty easy. Once I got to the village, I stopped because I really want the village to be the end of the river. Although as you can see, there are other offshoots nearby, so I may connect them later too. And here's the before and after of the river, just so you can see how much prettier it looks when it's all connected. Also very functional, because now I can ride a boat directly from my house all the way to the village, and transport items that way as well. I was originally going to end the video on this note, but considering how you didn't really get to experience any of the action real time with me in this episode, I think I'm going to add one final touch. I'm going to add waterfalls to this river. In a rainforest, waterfalls are kind of a big thing. So let's head back into the rainforest and add some pretty waterfalls to the landscape to further increase that jungle vibe. Now, as I'm recording this part, I haven't made the waterfalls yet, so I'm assuming they look pretty cool. So here's a super cool montage of waterfalls. If you like how this is going so far and you want to see how the world develops, please consider subscribing or liking the video because that helps a lot too. Let me know what you would like to see me build in this jungle. Also, I put the seed for this world in the description and also in the comments, just in case you want to play along as well. And if you do decide to play on this seed, show me what you've built, because I'm interested to see how you develop this world in contrast to how I do it. Furthermore, the village still needs naming. So if you haven't watched the first episode, I do include a list of possible names for the village there. If you don't like any of them, give me another suggestion. I am going to say that I am partial to one of the names on the list, but I'm not going to tell you which one it is because I'm kind of curious to see what you think. Thanks for all the support so far, and let's see if we can get to 20 subscribers. Videos like these are the bulk of my channel, but I also occasionally like to talk about the latest Minecraft news, and I also like to play on other people's servers from time to time. Whether that's a Minecraft Among Us version of the game, or a zombie apocalypse server, or judging my husband's world, because judging people's always fun. So if you just like chillin' watching Minecraft videos that are mildly funny, and sometimes informative, come on over here. I'd love to have ya.